Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. And if you're new to my stream, my name is Abhishek Sharma and I'm trying to learn advanced backend and system design. And this is day 76 of that. So if you enjoyed the stream, do consider subscribing to the channel and drop a like. So let's get started now. Just a sec, am I audible? Okay, I'm audible, all right. So today's goal is to implement uh, we were working on the repository identity module repository layer, right? So if I go here, this is phase 1.2 identity module phase 1.3. Okay, Roman, no voice is coming. 1.3. I'm audible, Roman Rings. Maybe there's something wrong from your side because this side I'm audible clearly. Um, identity module, database design, repository layer 1.3.3. We are here 1.3.3. Okay, so 1.3.3 and here we go. Where is it? Okay, fine. We are here. Ping. Hello, Bilsal18. Welcome to the stream. How are you? What's up? Bilsal18, welcome to the stream. How are you? Okay, so if we go here, dependency transaction, handle Prisma. Mm, yeah, this one. Implement user repository. This one. Okay. Okay. Fine. I'm fine. Voice is okay. Thank you, Bilsal18. Thanks for letting me know. Okay. So here, user repository. Inside the Prisma, okay, so if we go here, backend, SRC, modules, identity, persistence, here we have user repository, and we have the refresh session repository, okay? Devraj, how's it going, bro? Hello, Devraj, welcome to the stream. How are you? Today we are working on the user repository part. Prisma user repository. Here we have injectable. We are creating a class. Our user repository. Okay. Then we have inject data infra database. Okay. So if we go here and infrastructure, where is it? Infrastructure. We go inside the container, go inside the registration, no modules, infrastructure.ts. Here we have database service. Okay, fine. There we go. We have this user repository here. Put this here. Okay. So here if we see we have this infrastructure, we are making this database service, right? We have this one, public async find by ID. Okay, we are getting this method find by ID, and here if we check, where is it? Modules, persistence, domain, entities, repositories. We have this user repository. Okay, create find by ID. Okay, all of this. Okay, so okay, Subhajit Roy, what are we learning today? Subhajit, we are trying to implement the user repository. Yesterday we created the mappers. Right now our goal is to create the user repository file. Okay, Or then Prisma, this database get client. Okay. OL Hunter, hi bro. Hello, OL Hunter 03, welcome to the stream. Krish 05, hello, hello Krish 05, welcome to the stream. The database get client. Bilsal, try IU Dark theme in Z. Okay, I'll check it out. Bilsal 18. User find unique. Okay. Then user mapper to domain user. Interesting. Then we have async find by email. Same thing. We are doing this. Okay. Then exist by email. Create. So in create Prisma database what get client. Okay. Data user mapper persistence user. Data. Okay. Okay. Interesting. So let's get started with this. Right. So here if I go, we create a new class, export class user repository, uh, and here as it is an interface, it is better to put this I part here, and here also interface I put it like this, close this, and here we have user repository which implements I user repository, right? We have this. Then we have the constructor here and user repository which okay, then after this we are going to import the injectable part. Import. Okay. Ankit, hello Ankit, welcome to stream. Are you know about Proxomox? No Ankit, I don't know that. Import, we have here injectable from T syringe, and also we have to get the inject also, right? So here we are going to use this injectable decorator, injectable. Okay, and inside this constructor here I'm going to use inject, right? And here we have the infrastructure tokens dot database service, right? And here we are going to create private read only uh, database service of type database service. Okay, we have this. Krish, tried SVPy desktop today is good in UX terms compared to Postman. You can check it out since you were finding. Yeah, I will check it out. HTTP Py. Krish05, thanks for letting me know. I'll check it out. We have this. Okay, so according to this, the first method is create. Work on this create method. So this constructor will be empty, and here we're going to create async create, and here the promise type will be of type user from the entity. Okay, and there we go. So what we are going to do is inside we're taking the input. Hold on, this input that we are taking here, where is it? This input we're taking of the type user. Okay, this we have of type user, type entity only, right? We have this, and okay, so const db client equals this dot database service dot get client. We don't have. Okay, hold on. This dot database. We have this database. We are calling this database dot disconnect connect database. Not this one. Okay, hold on. Nikhil, are you planning to do gaming streams? I will create a separate channel for that. Suvajit, what is Prisma? Basically, can you tell actually what is the use for an ORM? How is it used here? Okay, Prisma is an ORM, and see, use of an ORM is that. First, let me make you understand what happens without an ORM. If you don't use an ORM, you have to write raw SQL queries. That is the first thing. Second thing is that you get fixed to one database only. If in future if you want to change the database, then it becomes a very difficult thing. So ORM is like a layer where you write the you use like a fixed syntax from the ORM, and that ORM syntax get converted into whatever database you're using. That, for example, if you're using MySQL, then you are using the ORM code is going to be the same. Then while compiling, that ORM code is going to get converted into SQL queries, right? So this creates a layer, and in future, if instead of SQL you want to use NoSQL, or if you want to use different database, then the syntax for Prisma will be same, but only the configuration we are going to change the database. So this is what happens with ORM. It gives you a freedom of, later on if you want to change anything, you don't have to change any code, you don't have to change any queries, you just need to change the configuration. So this is what happens with ORM. Okay. Aditya. Welcome, Stream Aditya. Brother, someone said that you should abandon Python, learn Java because fresher do not get jobs easily in Python, nor can their competitive. See, the thing is, that's a half story. Because, see, Java, for fresher, I will not recommend Java. Because later on, if you see, there are lots of job openings for Java, but if you notice carefully, for Java developer job roles, you need experience. Okay. Pi bye. Hello, Pi bye. Welcome to stream. Maps object to relation. Okay. Welcome, stream Pi bye. What's up? Okay, so I think it is better to show this code. This is my this is my infrastructure code. We have this infrastructure .ts. Okay. Then this is my database service. This is my database service code. Okay. Yes, okay. Repository doesn't expose get client, so the repository should not call that. Also, as an inject Prisma client into the database service, we should avoid creating another. Yes, correct. To database service. Looking up is to add a small accessor. Database service will have constructor logger. We have this dot logger get client return this dot Prisma. Okay, but if we notice the code here, hold on. This we are having database service constructor database service. Okay. Okay, Bilsal, is Golang in Golang we don't use ORM. There is tools to generate code base on raw SQL queries. You can check SQLC. I think there's a plugin for TS and Python. Okay, I'll check it out. Satyam, day of suggesting this guy use path aliases. Okay, I'll use that, Satyam. In the next project, I'll definitely use that. Suvajit, what about the schemas or tables for SQL and NoSQL? Is that what are you telling for configuration? In Prisma, we don't have to make. For example, here we have made this. We made a schema, right? Uh, if you want to change SQL to NoSQL, you don't have to change the structure of this. It will automatically get converted into a NoSQL document if you're using MongoDB. Okay, Karthi. Hey, Abhibro. Hello, Karthi. Welcome to the stream. Suvajit, I mean, will the schema code will remain same? Schema code will remain same. Schema code will remain same, Suvajit. Satyam, in the last project too, he said the same smile. I'll definitely use it in the next project, guaranteed. Okay. But here if we go and see the database service, where is it? And database service code here. Base repository database service here. Prisma.ts we have. Prisma client. Okay. And then database service. In the constructor, we are using this. We have this inside the constructor. Okay. Fine. Get client. Okay. So here what it is suggesting is that, yes, this, okay, we can create a get client method. Get client. Yes. Okay. This we have. DI token infrastructure registration already has. Yes. So this is exactly what we want. Okay, one improvement database service. I would slightly rename get client to get Prisma because the service specifically exposing the Prisma client, for example. Okay, get client. Okay, then the repository becomes a database service dot get Prisma. I prefer this because get client is ambiguous in a large production system. Your registration already correct. One thing to fix before testing your database service constructor already currently has this, and okay, that's fine. That's fine. So here what I need to create is in database service, I just need to put a get client method. Get client method, that's all. Okay, so here in my database service, we have the check health. Here I'll put is public get client method. Okay, we have this get client method and the type, return type is Prisma client. What the hell is wrong with this Prisma client? If I go to my Prisma client, okay, we have this Prisma client. Okay, then return this dot Prisma. Okay, we are returning this, correct? This is fine. Database service infra done, and user repository. Here we have database dot get client. Here we get the DB client, and here we are calling it Prisma. Okay, we are calling it directly Prisma like this. Okay. Karthi, hello Karthi, welcome to stream. What's up? Alvin, hey, hello bro. Thank you for the responding to my email, and I have sent one more message. If possible, please reply. Okay, I'll check it out. Alvin, welcome stream. Suvajit, how you select your learning of system design, like what you are learning today? If somebody is new, can you please explain? Okay. See, we are following a project-based learning, and before this phase, we have built three different projects and we have this is the phase 6 that we are currently in, and here we're building the backend of a food delivery application. And right now we are implementing the we are in the identity module, and the code structure that we are following is called modular monolith. And later on we are going to implement the EDA, and then later on we are going to convert it to microservice as well. So right now in the identity module we are trying to implement the user repository layer. That's what we are doing today. Karthi, do you remember that I told you I'm fixing my sleep schedule after that 1 week later I got my bone fracture in the left hand by falling from stairs? Oh, bro, that's bad, Karthi. Take care, bro. Take care. I hope you get better soon. Okay, so here now we have const data equals to from entity we are converted uh to Prisma, from entity to Prisma. Okay, so here we need to make it to persistence. Hold on. Where is it? To persistent. Where's my mapper? Mappers, user mapper, to persistence, public static, user mapper. Okay. So we have this user mapper. Hold on. Where is it? User mapper. Okay. To user mapper dot to persistence user, and then here we have uh await prisma dot create. Where is it? Prisma dot created data user. Okay, Prisma dot user. Prisma dot user dot create. Here we're going to have the const created user. We have this, and here we're going to pass the data. Yes, here we are passing the data. We got this created user data to persistence data. Okay, await Prisma. Okay, copy this. Okay, okay. Delzon Gaming. Welcome to stream Delzon Gaming. The headphone is uh, Black Shark, Razer Black Shark V2X. Karthi, I'm getting better, but I have lost the interest doing the coding after that break. I have a feeling every day you should start, but I can't do it. I don't know why. See, Karthi, you have to maybe from tomorrow just start, just make a promise to yourself that you will write at least one line of code. Maybe start with that. Okay, Adarsh, how many hours you sleep? I sleep for 4 to 5 hours. Okay. Subhajit, can you suggest some contents for someone new to uh, can you suggest some contents for someone new need to know these names to learn, like you said, the structure, following and planning to shift? Microsoft Phase has its own tools and concepts. Okay, for that you can follow Gaurav Singh YouTube channel, or you can follow Simon Hayek YouTube channel. These two YouTube channel you can follow. Okay, we have this created user. After this, we are going to return to user mapper dot to domain created user, but we are getting this data: ID, string, email, password, hash, roles, status, email verified, created at, is not assignable to type this. Okay, why is this we are getting this issue? Okay, so Prisma user dot create data, and this user dot mapper dot persistence. To persistence, we are going to get ID, email, password, hash, roles, status. We are getting this. We are going to get this object. We are going to get an object, right? And we have that object. Okay, password hash. If I go here, pg admin. Okay, Preetham, what is your name? Hello, Preetham. My name is Abhishek Sharma, and welcome to the stream. Okay, this is my user mapper. PG admin we are loading. So we have to see why inside Prisma we are not able to pass the data. Karthi, okay, I'll try. I missed your streams, bro. What have you learned in this past 20 days? In the past 20 days, like we have implement horizontal scaling, we have implement load balancing. We are working on modular monolith structure, and the goal is to learn EDA, event-driven architecture. Refresh session, close this. Users. Okay. Mm, so here we have email, password, hash. Where is it? Yeah. We are not able. Okay, if we are not able to pass data like this, then maybe we can pass data like this. No? Okay, no issues. So let me try it like this. We have ID of type data dot ID. Then we have email data dot email. Then we have password hash. We have data dot password hash. Then we have roles data dot roles. Then we have status. Where is it? Status. Okay. We have status data dot status. Then we have email verified. Okay. User mapper email verified data dot email verified. Then we have created at data dot created at. Then we have updated at data dot updated at. Okay. Then what is this issue? Object literal may only specify known properties, and ID does not exist on omit. What is the issue? ID we are not able to pass. Okay, ID is auto generated. No. What the hell? Select user select. Okay. Okay, Suvajit, is this refresh token will work like mobile apps? See the concept of we have created the refresh token because we want multi like one user can log in through multiple devices. That's why we have used refresh token. Sagar Singh, where do plan project any application website? I plan my project in this Obsidian. I create notes. I create implementation plan. Kaushik, should we do vibe coding? If you are a beginner, then I will not suggest a beginner to do vibe coding. Okay, startup update. Startup update is that we have been working on the uh, tracking API. We have completed the tracking controller. Now I have to work on the tracking service layer and then the repository layer. So in Prisma, I guess you cannot pass object ID like the raw one. Okay, but if we are doing it without the ID, then we are getting this. So the issue is not with the ID. Here's Prisma get client. Okay, let me try one thing. Uh, if I comment this and I get this Prisma, then what happens? Then also we are getting, okay, then that is not the issue. Uncomment this and I can remove this one. I don't need this. Okay. User rip off. Why are we getting this issue with the data? Data user mapper to persistence. User mapper to persistence. Okay. Hello, partial M2Z. Welcome to the stream. How are you? ID data.id. Wait, we are passing async here. Promise user. Okay. Then here prisma.user.create. Okay. We are passing this ID. Object literal may only specify known properties and ID does not exist in type. And where is this type coming from? Where? This user is of type entity. Okay, I want to use it from index.js. Okay, we have this service. Okay, Karthi, how many months you think it takes to finish the startup? My plan is to launch the startup by end of this year. Sagar Singh, what a root should handle like just verification, handle everything like DB commit queries. See, simply a root should handle only the data validation and then pass the whatever the data has been validated, pass that data to the controller. That's what the route should do. Will there be a underscore before ID? I don't think so because in underscore it happens in MongoDB, but we are using Postgres. In Postgres, we don't need to pass this underscore. Okay, let's see. Go here. This is my code schema dot prisma dot schema. No. This is my code schema dot prisma. And this is my schema dot prisma. Okay. This is my user. This is my user mapper.ts. This is my user mapper. Okay. Then this is my database service.ts. This is my database service. Where is it? This is a repository database service. Okay. This is my prisma.ts. This is my prisma.ts. Okay, log event adapter. Okay, copy this. Then this is my user repository.ts. User.repository.ts. Okay, and copy this. I am getting this error. Okay. The error is a Prisma user create call. Create expects an object. Oh, my bad. It is such a small issue. I sometimes feel like such an idiot. Actually, it's not supposed to be like this. Here we need to pass this and pass the data like this. And inside this data, I need to pass this entire thing. Then maybe this will work. Okay. Email is not assigned to type string. Data.email dot get value, and here also password as dot get value. Okay. Now this makes sense. Now this makes sense. Okay. Okay. Uh, Partial. Hey, the title says Advanced Backend and System Design. So, what's your goal for today's stream? I'm too learning system design and any suggested resource. Okay, today's goal is today our goal is to implement user repository and then implement the refresh session repository. And after that, we are going to think about if we want to implement handle not found correctly today or in the next stream. But today, our main top two goal is to implement the user repository and also implement refresh the session repository. That's the main goal for today. And if you want to get into system design, see, first you have to understand the theoretical side of system design. And before getting into system design, make sure you understand the basics of backend development properly. So whatever tech stack you're comfortable in, make sure you understand backend development in that tech stack. And then after that, first understand the basics of system design, like different topics. You can follow Gaurav's in YouTube channel, or you can follow Simon Hayek YouTube channel, if I can say that correctly. You can follow system design. You can learn theoretical side of system design from those YouTube channels. But for practical side, whatever knowledge you're gaining, you need to start building projects and use those system design concepts in your project, right? Okay, you stuff. Welcome to stream. You're using PC or laptop? I'm using PC. I'm using a laptop, HP laptop 15D0XXX. Okay, Sagar Singh, I'm learning backend. What should my approach, project or video? Cause video teaches very limited. Okay, Sagar. See, the thing is that first you have to watch a video, code along with those videos, because tutorial help us to understand the basics, and then whatever knowledge you gain from that video, then start building something on your own. Because there is no point of watching videos if you're not able to code after watching those videos, right? Karthi, bro, you look like having hard times. Is it for me? I don't know, but you aren't looking like before. Oh, thank you. I don't know, Karthi. Like, I'm fine only. Mokshal Doshi, bro, can you suggest some good laptops for coding? You can go for the laptop that I'm using, HP laptop 15D0XXX. Varun Bora, any resource or YT channel for system design? You can follow Gaurav's YouTube channel or Simon Hayek YouTube channel. Partial. Thanks, mate. Also, what's your startup all about? It open source so that I can contribute. No, partial. Partial. It's not an open source startup. Basically, I'm trying to build a SaaS, and the SaaS is for business owners who want to understand what happens when a visitor comes to their website, why that visitor is not getting converted to a customer, what is the intent score, and how much time that visitor is spending on on their website, what the visitor is doing in the website, all those things. Ecom with Taj. Welcome stream. How to use DDoS, DOS, Kali Linux? I have no idea, bro. Okay. Sagar, like there are no well videos, so I'm making a project which is completely like new. I never use anything, but AI teaches me I write code, but I'm not able to think. Okay. See, before you start using AI to teach yourself, that's why I tell you first watch videos and code along with those videos. Then whatever knowledge you gain from those videos, use that knowledge to build something simple. For example, you saw a video how to build an e-commerce application in any tech stack. Then after completing that tutorial, whatever knowledge you have gained, try to build a simple e-commerce. Because if you can build an e-commerce, I mean, after completing that video, try to build a simple to-do application. Once you complete the to-do, you will get all the basic understanding, right? Okay. Fine. So we have this. Create is done. Then after create, we have find by ID. We have this find by ID, right? Async find by ID. We are passing the ID which is of type string, and the return type is going to be a promise of type user or null. And here we have const prisma is this dot database dot get client. Okay, then after we have the prisma, we are going to check if this user exists or not. Const user, hold on, user, okay, user await prisma dot user dot find unique where id. Okay, we have this find unique, right? Then we'll say that if there is no user, but I don't think we should handle user not found here. If we go here, if we see id find by id user, we are returning null. Okay, got it. So here, if there is no user, we are simply going to return null. And if there is a user, we are going to return to user mapper dot to domain, and here we're going to pass the user. Okay, find by id is also done. Okay, okay. Karthi, it's been 15 minutes now. Only you just smiled. Okay, Karthi. Partial. By the way, no offense, but your room looks a little creepy. Maybe you can turn off the room lights. Yeah, I turned off. I turned off the room lights, and I'm just there's a ring light in front of me, and I'm just coding. Okay, Samir, how long have you been learning code? Actually, Samir, I have been learning. See, I started coding when I was 16 or 17 years old. Right now, I'm 26 years old. So it's around 10 years that I've been, writing code, learning code with different tech stack and all those things. Okay, Randy. Hello, Randy. Welcome to the stream. Welcome back. How are you? Samir, creepy as if someone peeks from behind. Okay, see, I don't think anything can scare me anymore because I don't know, like I have just lost all those scary things and all. I don't think anything can scare me anymore. Okay. Sagar Singh, I built simple APIs, but I have to upgrade for new concept. There's no specific video how to. Okay, see, if you can build simple APIs, then maybe first you need to understand the need of there are complex topics like caching, rate limiting, db bottlenecks. First try to see some videos on those topics, then try to implement, go through the documentation. See, I am telling you that don't directly jump to AI. First understand the basics, because in the end AI can hallucinate. You just need one bad day and AI can hallucinate, and it will ruin your next 3 hours, 6 to 9 hours, right? Because if AI hallucinates and you don't understand if AI is giving you the right answer or not, then you're screwed. So for that, you need to understand the documentation, you need to understand the basics. So yeah. Okay, now how do you plan the project with AI? I tell AI just to give me the implementation phases. Any good resource for learning SQL? Solace is here. I learned SQL from, you can go to Free Code Camp YouTube channel. Aryan, hello Aryan, welcome to stream. Bro, how do you learn? By watching lecture or project based? First I watch the lecture, then I build project. MacDon, are referrals overrated or they actually guarantee interview? See, referrals will guarantee you interview, but what happens once you reach the interview, you will clear that interview or not, it depends entirely on your skills. Okay. Ring light, yes Karthi. Hello Yepsq, hey sub bro, how's life? Hello Yepsq, welcome to the stream. My life is good, how is your life? Okay. Bro turned into Sigma Alpha Beta Gamma male, so no one cares him. Okay. Samir, I'm glad I found you, even though I'm vibe coding. That's fine, Samir. See, as long as you understand, you are understanding things and you can understand the pros and cons of what you're doing, that's completely fine. If vibe coding works for you, that's very good. I don't have any issue with that. Guru, well said. Thanks, Guru. Welcome stream, Guru. How are you? Sagar Singh, how do you learn? Let's say you don't know to create upload, then how will you approach a problem? Okay, so for example, let's imagine a scenario where I don't know how to upload a file. I need to learn that. So what I will do first, I'll go to YouTube. I'll search that how to upload a file in Munstack. Then I will watch those videos. I'll try to code along with those videos. Then I will go through, Express documentation. I'll see that how to handle file upload. Then I will try to build something on my own. Then I will use AI to teach myself how to write production grade file upload code. That's what I would do. Okay. Guru, AI makes you go mad sometimes. Yeah, bro, I agree. Okay. McDonald rubric, HR saying referrals are overrated makes a little bit difference. Okay. Praveen, hello Praveen, welcome to stream. Why are you getting client in each function? You should have moved that to the top. Uh, yeah, we can do that. Database we are having. Yeah, we can actually move that to the top here. Okay, so what I can do is, that is a very good thing pointed out. What we can do is I can create this private get db client method, and here we are going to get return this dot database dot get client, but this we have to call it each and every time in a constructor. No, let's not do this. uh Database client, we are getting client, and this client is actually coming from the database service. Okay, so if you see the service layer, here we have created this get client, and this is returning the Prisma. Okay, even today I get goosebumps thinking about him. Okay, Anas, I was watching your yesterday stream, brother. Well, all memories did you make me remember 11th class. Okay, Anas. Yeah, bro. Randy, or keep the client as a singleton class. We can actually create a client. We can create a singleton client. Hmm. We can create a class that gets us the client. Right. Hold on. Let me see. But I have to get client in each method. It says the client once you are good. Yeah, that's what we can do. Let's see. Hold on. Okay. No, you don't have to call this get client in each. Okay. For food flow, I recommend exposing get client from database service. Okay. This right then. Database. Okay. Better approach Prisma client directly into the repository. Prisma client. Prisma client. Okay. Uh, Prisma client. Hold on. Database service. In a database service here, we are doing that Prisma client. But doesn't this bypass? No, this distinction important. Your database service responsible for database lifecycle. Correct. So what I need to do is, I don't need this. I need the Prisma client. Dot Prisma client. Exactly. This is what we needed. We have this Prisma client. Then we have the Prisma, and here we are going to get the Prisma client. Yes, and this Prisma client, not from index, we are going to get this from client.js. Yes. Now here we don't need this line. We don't need this line. And instead of this, we are going to get this dot Prisma. Yeah, this is the correct approach. Thank you, Randy. Thanks a lot for pointing that out. Randy pointed that out. Who else? And Randy and Praveen, thanks for pointing that out. Okay. Does Node.js have a similar concept to Java Beans? No, Node.js doesn't have that concept of Java Beans. That Java Beans, I think it is only related to Spring Framework. Okay. What's your routine? Grey Hat Hacker, welcome to stream. I wake up by 9:30 a.m. Then I have a habit of taking a shower just after waking up. Then after taking a shower, I start working. I don't have breakfast. I directly have lunch. So before lunch, I just work a bit. Then I have my lunch. Then after my lunch, I work a bit more. Then in the evening, I work out a little. Then after working out, I again start working. That's what I do the entire day. Samir, bro, you look handsome. Thank you, Samir. Thanks a lot. Mohammed, hello Mohammed, welcome to stream. Sagar, what mistakes I made directly jump to simple API project to e-commerce, but still I don't know how to handle the upload file. This approach is wrong, right? Yes, this approach is wrong. First, you have to understand the basics. What's up, mate? Hello, Harshil. What's up? Welcome to the stream. Okay, so here also we need to do this dot. We don't need this Prisma here. Remove this. Here we need this dot Prisma. We got this. Find by ID. Now, after finding the ID, after we have done this, close this user repository. Yeah. Now we need to get find by email. Find by email, right? So async find by email. Okay, and we are taking here, and this email is basically an object of type this email. Okay, and email is the value object. Okay, so here this email will be email of value object, and here we're going to return promise of type user or null. Okay, we have this, and then we are going to do const user equals await this dot prisma dot user dot find unique, and here we have where email is email dot get value, right? We got this, and if you go to schema here, email is a unique, so that is why we can use find unique of find unique there, right? So we got this user, right? Okay, so if there is no user, we are going to return null, and if there is a user, we are going to return user mapper dot to domain user. Okay, we got this. Okay, Macdon, is multi-threading important for interview? Yes, multi-thread. If you are going for Java and Golang kind of interviews, if you're going to interviews related to Java job role or Golang job role, then yes, you have to focus on multi-threading, because multi-threading are the core of those languages, and it is very important. Okay, so Lass is here. Brother, I learned Python. Is there any way that I can make myself feel that now I know Python just to solidify? Okay, if you want to understand, if you can, like if you want to feel confident on your Python about your Python skills, then maybe using the object-oriented concept of Python, you can start build a simple game like simple terminal based game, like guess the correct number, and but use object oriented programming. First thing. Second thing is that maybe you can build a banking system also, like terminal based banking system using object oriented programming in Python. Okay, can you please guide me a little? See, Sagar, first thing is that you have to be very patient. First, whatever text are you learning, for understand the basics, code along with the tutorials, complete the tutorials. Then whatever you learn from the tutorials, start building projects. Then use AI to learn the production grade approach, because in free tutorials and even on paid courses, people don't usually teach you how to write clean production grade code. So for that production, to understand how to write production grade code, then you can go through GitHub repository, you can use AI and all those things, right? Okay, Mohammed, the upload can be done through multiplication, brother. So try it small app. Okay. Great. What reason you have joined a gym? For it's your health. Then you are probably playing with it, not having breakfast. But see, Great Hacker, I know that. But see, apart from gym, physical activity is very less for me because whatever work I'm doing, I have to sit and in front of the screen. I have to work. So I joined my gym so that I can stay healthy. But see, I know I have some issues with my head. Something is wrong with me. Like I feel that whenever I'm having breakfast, I'm wasting a lot of time. But just after waking up, I take shower and I want to work. So when I sit down to have breakfast, that flow breaks. Maybe this happens to me personally. That is why I directly have lunch. I don't have breakfast. Okay. MacDon, a multer for file upload, node mailer for OTPs. Okay, nice. Guru, never return null. Throw a business exception. Returning null is a bad idea. See here, I don't want to return the business error here because this is a repository layer. When we create the service layer, there we are going to throw a new error. Okay, that's Sam. Hello, welcome stream. That's Sam. Hey, love your consistency. By the way, which year you graduated are you? I completed my BTech in 2023. Our topics like concurrency, API readme, sharding, ask for freshers. It depends on company to company. Okay. How to land my first job internship? Build in public, build projects, deploy those projects, and start approaching startup founders. Okay. Mohammed, any suggestion for and resource? I'm beginner learning MERN. I'm on authentication cookie session part. Okay. Then resource can be you can learn from there's a YouTube channel called Not Just Dev. I think that is one of the best YouTube channel if you want to learn MERN stack and PERN stack. Okay, don't wanna annoy you with this. Stay positive. Okay, sure. Great hacker. You're not annoying me, brother. Okay, brunch is not a bad idea. Yeah, I directly have brunch actually. Okay, continuing from there, I made an expense tracker and library management system using Oops plus saving the data to files. Is it good? Yes, that is good enough. Now you can start learning the tech stack. Okay. All right, now let's focus on this again. We have this. Then we have async, find by email. Then we have exist by email, async, exist by email. Here the email is of type email and promise of type boolean. Yes, we have this promise of type boolean, correct? Then we are going to check exist by email. Okay, so here we're going to get const user equals await this dot prisma dot user dot find unique, and here we have where email dot get value, and here we're going to say that if we did not get any user, then here we're going to return false. Okay, and if there's a user, then we're going to return true. Okay, that's what we are doing. Exist by email is older than update. This is important, update. So for update, async update, and update in data we are taking the user vo. Okay, user entity promise of type user, and now what will happen is that uh, here I think we should have taken an ID. No. So here what I need to do is I need to update the user. Okay, so const user equals await this dot prisma dot user dot update where, hold on, this is an entity, right? So if this is an entity, hold on, so where id is user dot get id, and after this we have data, and what are we going to update here? We will not be updating uh, an immutable fields like email, password hash, roles. Hold on. In create, we are user mapper. We are using it. Okay, to persistence. Okay, okay, I got it. Uh, const data equals user mapper dot to persistence. We have this, and here we can get data dot id, and here we are going to pass. What if I directly pass data like this? Okay, no, we cannot do that. So here we are going to pass. See, what are the immutable fields? Okay. Girish Shankar. Hello, Girish Shankar. Welcome to the stream. How are you? What's up? So if we go here and update, find by email, update data, update user dot get ID, email, password hash, roles. Okay. Here we're going to do user dot get ID only. Then we have email, data dot email, password hash, data dot password hash, roles. Okay, then we have roles, data dot roles. Then we have status. Status is data dot status, password hash, email dot get value, password hash dot get value, roles status. Then after this, after status, we have email verified, data dot email verified. Grey Hat Hacker. Have fun, gotta go. Bye, Grey Hat Hacker. Thanks for joining. MacDon. Can a pointer point to a reference? A pointer point to a reference. Pointer point to a reference. Yes, it can. What's up? Hello, Giri Shankar. Welcome to stream. I started coding a while ago, so wanted to ask that Googling things while making some project. Yes, that is completely fine. Solas is here. That's how everybody works when you are building a project. Mohammed Hamza, how to improve typing speed? Typing speed, it improves naturally if you write more code. Automatically, your muscle memory will be set on your keyboard. Right. It's fine, brother. Writing the code yourself. Google the rest. Yup. Email verified. Then after that, we have password created and updated. Okay. Are we? No, we are not going to update that. Okay. No issues. We have this. Duplicate user. Okay. We can call it updated user. We have this. Then before returning this, we are going to do return user mapper dot to domain updated user. Okay, this we have done. This we have done. We don't need this. Remove this. Okay, this we have done. Okay, no, because reference are real objects which occupy memory. Okay, can constructor be declared private? I don't think so. We have this. We have this one. Okay, so once this is done, after this, we need to work on the refresh session repository. Okay, so here we can create export class refresh session repository, which implements the I refresh session repository, and here we're going to have an empty constructor. Okay, we have this. Then here we're going to have injectable. We're going to import this. Import injectable from T syringe. And here we need to get the inject as well. Okay. We got this injectable we are having. Okay, so if we go and see the refresh session repository, we have this user repository, close this. We have here user repository, close this, repository, user mapper, schema, prisma. This we need. We have this one. Right, we are getting this I repository. Fine. Okay. Okay, so what we need here is I need the constructor first at the rate inject and infrastructure tokens dot prisma client, and here we have private read only. Okay, how are you? Hanji, hello Manbhat Gaming, welcome to the stream. Attention, well, if you are asking, then you can in C you can. Okay, private read only prisma we are calling of type prisma client. Okay, and this will be of type client.js. Fine, we got this. And after this, first thing is create. Okay, async create refresh session of type refresh session entity, and I want it from index entities slash index. Okay, okay, we got this. What's up, Manbhat? How was your day? Minutes allow, simple as long you are following. Oops, then good. Okay, create a refresh session. Then here we have return type is going to be promise of type refresh session. We got this. Okay. Fine. So here we can say that we have done this one. Format. We have completed the implement user repository format strike through. Now we are going to implement this one. Format. Highlight this one. Be this from here. Okay. Okay. It has reached. Let's see, Manbhat. By doing this, the time for meeting will come before the end of this month. Okay, let's see, Manbhat. Let's see what happens. Okay. Yeah, refresh repository should deal with only persistence. Got it. Yeah, this we have done. This we have done. Database service not required here. Session, refresh session. Prisma. Okay, database to persistence. Then we're going to create this. All right. Domain. Okay, so if I go here, here we have find by the user. Okay, update and revoke. So for update, find by token hash, user ID, update to update persistence. Okay, then revoke session dot revoke return this dot update, then delete. Oh, delete. Okay, but we are not going to delete anything because repository interface. Okay, we have done this. Fine. Okay. Man, but at least, friend, this chat is getting translated. Will you have to correct it? I don't know why the chat is getting translated. Okay. Okay. Well, if it is C, then yes. Okay. We got this. Refresh session repository. Okay. So first we have to get the const data equals user mapper dot to persistent, not user mapper. Why do we don't need the user mapper? We need refresh session mapper dot to persistence refresh session. Okay, we got this data, and then we are going to do const refresh session equals await this dot prisma dot refresh session dot create data, right? And if we see the schema for refresh session, we have id user id. Okay, hold on. We don't need the id. Okay, id will be data dot id. Yes, but if we notice carefully, we have this update find token hash id. Okay, we have this data. Then after data, we have user id. Data dot user id. Then token hash. Then we have token hash data dot token hash expires at. Then we have expires at data dot expires at. Then last used at. Then we have last used at data dot last used at. Then we are revoked at data dot revoked at. Then we have IP address user agent IP address bug network. Hello bug network, welcome to stream. ओके भाई सी एस और टेलविंड सी एस समझ में नहीं आती. शुड आई स्टिल लर्न फ्रंट एंड फुल स्टैक और डू बैक एंड मेनली? See, you have to put in the effort to understand CSS and basics. Just understand the basics of CSS. You don't have to become an expert in that. Okay, well, yes, I don't remember correctly, but there are compile time value and runtime value. Okay, I have data dot IP address. Then we have user agent. User agent will be data dot user agent IP address dot. What is this issue? String or null? Okay, so if we have IP address is there, IP address or else null. IP address. Okay, we're going to fix that. Then here we have for IP address user created updated at. Okay, then here we have created at data dot created at. Then we have updated at data dot updated at. Okay, this IP address, we are going to do this string null or undefined. To string is primitive, but string is a wrapper object, but you prefer using string when possible. data entity, create props. Okay, we are doing this. String or null. Okay, no issues. So here we need to put this or null. You're getting this. We're going to fix it. Go here and then we're going to return refresh mapper dot to domain refresh session. Okay, we got this dot create data. Okay. Mm-hmm. Tushar, hello Tushar, welcome to the stream. Hi brother, I'm new to the stream and I just want to know what we are planning to make and which tech stack we use it. We are trying to build the backend of a food delivery system and the tech stack is Pern stack, Postgres, React and Node. Okay, try documentation. Okay. My self-con is very low. I struggle to communicate with people. I often behave awkwardly and although I have a lot of time, I struggle to stay focused. What should I do to improve myself? Welcome to stream Movistar. What you can do is first you need to work on your skills. Because why I'm telling you to work on your skills? Because skills, if you're good at something, you automatically feel confident because you know that I'm good at one thing, right? So you need to work on your skills. Then to improve your communication skills, you have to work on your speaking skills, listening skills, and you have to work on your body language as well. For that, first take one step at a time. Do two things. First, work on your skills, and secondly, start working out. Okay. Mm, fine. We have this refresh session. This refresh session we're getting from the entities. Remove this user mapper. Okay. Repositories. This repository is also I can get from index. Okay. Tokens, Prisma client, a session mapper. Okay. Man base. What is enums here? Enums are basically predefined types. We are saying, for example, in admin and in user role, we are saying that admin, user, driver, and restaurant owner. Apart from these, there can be no other role. So this is why we are using enums. Okay, so we are getting this issue refresh session duplicate identifier. Okay, created refresh session, copy this, put this here. Then here we are going to go. Okay, so if we have this, then data dot IP address. If we have this true, or else we have or else okay, data IP address. We're going to check if data IP address has a value. Okay, let me just put this here. This is my code schema.prisma then this is my refresh session dot repository.ts. Then here we have refresh session interface. We have this. What is your opinion on DSA? DSA is important to clear interviews. Use double. Okay, hold on. Yeah, we have to use double one. Okay. We have this data dot IP address or not, or we're going to make it null. Dot IP address or null. No. Okay, we're going to fix this. We have this one. Yes, we got this. Then this is my mapper. I have to put in the mapper as well. Refresh session dot mapper dot ts. This is my mapper. I am getting this error in my refresh session dot repository dot ts. Copy this. Copy this. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Divyanshul. Divyanshu Lohani. Welcome stream Divyanshu. What are you doing today? Today we are working on the repository layer for my identity module of this food delivery application. Okay. DS is the most useless, yet the most are shit. I don't know why. Okay. Okay. Satyam. Bro, I hate Windows now for real. Why, bro? What happened? Chegori. Bro, how do you avoid procrastination because of doing stream every day at the same time? It is not easy task. See, I avoid procrastination by not overthinking. If I decide that I will be streaming at 10 p.m., I will be then, no matter what happens, I will be doing it. Danza FPS. Which ID are you using? Which IDE are you using right now? I'm using Zeditor, ZED. Okay. Find IP address. Hold on. Okay. Get user agent. String or null. Oh, in my entity we made the issue. If we go to the entity, here we have this. Return now, refresh. Expires at get ID, get token, get IP address. This is the issue. String, string. Okay, I got this. Yeah, now it is fixed. Correct? Now this is fixed. Okay. All right. So here we have done the create find by ID. Now we have to work on the find by ID. Close this. Okay. Async find by ID. Here we have ID of type string. Okay. Hold on. ID find by ID. Yes, we have this ID. And here the return type is promise of type um, Dipanshu, you have been ignoring me since yesterday. Have you become my enemy? No, Dipanshu, bro, I have not been ignoring you. What's up? Welcome to the stream. Okay. Prodigy. Hello, Prodigy. What's up? Welcome to the stream. How are you, Abhishek? I'm good. Prodigy, how are you? Satyam, bro, I'm loading Node.js, child process and spawn child process, and even if you kill the parent process. Okay, why? If you kill the parent process, then child process should not be there. How do you manage to sleep? You are doing job. I was doing a job. I left my job 6 months ago. Right now, I'm trying to build my own startup. Okay, BK Windows के साथ Windows is killing the child along with the parent. Okay. Hmm. Prodigy. Procrastination जब होता है जब comfort zone मिल जाए छोड़ दो भाई comfort zone otherwise it will. Yeah, I agree. Okay. So here we're going to get the refresh session or null. So here we have const session equals await this dot prisma dot refresh session dot find unique where id. We got this. We got refresh session as well. We got the refresh session, and if there is no refresh session, then we are going to return null. If not, we are going to return refresh session mapper dot to domain. Pass this refresh session. Okay, yeah, this is correct. Prodigy, after all, I am not a motivational speaker on whom you should keep wasting your time. Okay, we got this find by id. Then we need find by token hash. Okay, there we go. We need to write this async find by token hash. Here we are passing the token hash, which is of type string, token hash, which is of type string, and here we are returning promise of type refresh session or type null, and const refresh session equals await this dot prisma dot refresh session dot find. Hold on, this token hash is unique. Yes, it is unique. So here find unique where token hash. Okay, and so here we're going to say that if there is no refresh session, we're going to return null. Okay, and if there is a refresh session, we are going to return refresh session mapper dot to domain refresh session. Okay, we got this. Then find by user ID. Correct. Go here. Async find by user ID, and we are taking user ID of type string, and here we're going to get promise of type refresh session or null. Okay, and here we have, okay, bug network. Brother, does DevOps also come in full stack? Actually not. DevOps is a different field, but it is closely related to full stack because full stack developer builds the product and DevOps engineer learns how, make sure the development process is smooth, people are able to use the product properly, and also, the product is scalable or not. Prodigy, again, chat's getting converted in English, Abhishek bhai. I don't know, Prodigy, how to solve this issue. Just a sec. How to stop chat from getting auto translated in YouTube chat. Either the live stream settings on view to original text directly through YouTube applies this feature based on your interface language. Open YouTube Studio, go to YouTube dashboard on a desktop browser, select content, click content tab on the left menu, select live tab. Stream directly direct the title of your content and live stream. Do not click three dots. Go to customization. Session, find the live chat section. Where? See, this is such a, see, this is why user interface is so important. Here, even YouTube is messing up. Hold on, guys. I'll just figure it out. Dark reader on. As a streamer, turning it off for your broadcast. Where? See, these are the things that actually mess up my head. More than coding this YouTube interface and all these things mess up my head. Open YouTube Studio, go to YouTube Studio dashboard on a desktop browser. Okay. Select content, click on the content tab on the left menu. Okay. I have to hide my screen. Hold on. I'll go to the dashboard. Go to the dashboard. Close this. Just a sec, guys. Just give me a few minutes. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to fix it. Go to YouTube Studio. Then what else? Select content. YouTube Studio. Select content. I'll go to content. I went to content. Then after content, what I need to do? Click on content, top left menu, and select the live tab. Okay, I selected the live tab. Okay, I selected the live tab. Then after live tab, what I need? Click on the stream title. Click directly on the title of the current or planned live stream. Do not click on the three dots. Okay, so if I click on this, then I went to the details. Okay, go to the customization section. Customization. Okay, live chat translation. Save. Okay, just a sec, guys. Just a sec. It is almost fixed. Give me a few minutes. Okay, fine. This has been done. Now we can again. Now chat auto translation has been turned off. Okay. Dada, is there? I won't waste your time. Is there any? Is there a way I can read about your startup somewhere? I just want to know. For my startup, you can watch my latest video. Go to my YouTube channel. In the video, the latest video that I published, you can watch that video. You will understand what I'm trying to build. Is that ZID? Yes, it is ZID. Prodigy. Okay. YouTube has now become a rage bait and stop multiple ads every 5 minutes. Yeah, bro. I don't know why. Like I have to stop the auto translation, guys. Okay. So const user equals. Oh wait. This dot prisma dot refresh session dot find unique where uh, user ID is where user ID and user ID is not unique actually. It is not unique. So here we don't need find unique. We need to do find. Hold on. Refresh session. It should be an array. It should be an array because one user can have multiple refresh sessions. Right. Okay. NG Tantai. Hello NG Tantai. Welcome to the stream. Prodigy Abhishek bhai, which bike you love? 2 lakh budget or equal to it or all-time favorite bike? My all-time favorite bike has to be a Ducati Panigale V4S. Ducati Panigale V4S. That is my all-time favorite bike. Okay, bug network. Bro, why don't you make front end for projects on live stream? Because front end is fairly boring. I don't enjoy building front end. For my SaaS, I'm going to build front end. But I don't enjoy building front end because there is no challenging thing on front end. Okay. There's no job. Okay, NG Danta, I got it. And under 2 lakhs. I don't know if is GT 650 under 2 lakhs? GT 650. Find first. We got this. Okay. So here we're going to get find first. It returns. find first where user ID. Hold on. Hello, Beastlayer. What's up? Welcome to the stream. Magda, even the other Infinite is okay. Prodigy, I think that's around 3 like. It's amazing, yeah. Okay. Uh, okay, it's around 3 lakh. But I really like GT 650. I like the look. Okay. Prisma, if I find first, user ID, refresh session, user ID. Hold on. If we go here, where is it? Find by ID, find by token hash, find by user ID. Yeah, this is the correct thing. Find many, order by create, okay, dot map to domain. Okay, okay, got it. So the correct thing is we need to put an it should be of type array. I was suspecting this. So here it should be an array because one user can have multiple refresh sessions, correct? And here we have this. And after this, we go here and we are going to do user dot map sessions. Okay, we can call it sessions. We can call it session. It's better to call it. No, keep it like that. Refresh session. Here call it refresh sessions. And here we have a refresh sessions dot map. We have this and pass here individual refresh session map. Okay, not like this. Return refresh sessions dot map refresh session mapper dot to domain refresh sessions. Hold on. To domain. Just call to domain like that way. Just calling it to domain for each and every one. Sessions dot map where let's put here order by created at descending order. Okay, we have this. Prodigy. During childhood days, I used to like RS200, Bajaj, and Apache. Okay, Bullet is also. Yeah, Bullet is the OG. Okay, engineer. If you less than equal to 18 years old, install Linux and learn. If you don't use Linux, there's also no job for you. Okay, we got this, and then we have refresh sessions. Here we're going to find many. Correct? Okay, this is fine. So we have done by user ID. Then we have to do with we have to implement update async update. Right here we have update, and here we have session of type. We're calling it session. Here it is better to call it a refresh session. That is a better name. Here also call it a refresh session. And here it's better to call refresh session. Okay, fine. And in update we are calling it session of type refresh session, and the return type is promise of type refresh session. We got this update. So now what we are going to update here, if you see the update code, okay, to update Prisma where ID session.get ID. Okay, so const data equals const data equals refresh session mapper dot to persistence and here we're going to pass refresh session, and here we're going to call it refresh session. Okay, all right. Okay, and I tell you I tell the truth and it hurts. Okay, so here we have the data to update persistence, to update persistence. We got this here, and after this what we need is we have the data and const updated refresh session equals await this dot prisma dot refresh session dot update where id is refresh session dot get id. Fine, and data, we can pass it like this. Yes, we can pass it like this. We have the data. Then after this we're going to convert it back, return update refresh session, right? Then we are going to do return refresh session mapper dot to domain updated refresh session. Fine, we got this. Update is also done, and now we have to work on the revoke part. Async revoke. For revoke, we are taking the ID and the revoked at. We have ID of type string, then we have a revoked at of type date, and here I think a promise of type void. Promise of type void, right? Fine, we got this promise of type, a promise of type void. My head is spinning like crazy. Why, bro? मोहम्मद भाई एक बार पोर्टफोलियो वेबसाइट रिव्यू करोगे क्या प्लीज? थोड़ा न्यू स्टाइल ट्राई किया. श्योर, ड्रॉप द लिंक इन द डिस्कॉर्ड. Drop the link. Just give me a few minutes. I'll check it out. Drop the link in the Discord. Async revoke. Fine. So for this revoke, what are we doing? Session ID. We're going to get the session. This dot update. And this is wrong here. It is wrong here. So what I need is we are getting the revoked at, right? And if we go to refresh session, we have revoked at. Yes. So what I can do here is, it is fairly simple. What I need is await this dot prisma dot refresh session dot update where id, okay, and here data we are going to make revoke at to. We have this revoked at, right? We are doing this. Yes, this is done. Okay, Angad, which camera do you use? I'm using the camera that is attached to my laptop. Guru, any plans for unit test? I'm interested in seeing the test which test our service layer to repository. Okay, Guru, for unit test I have to like I have to think about that. I have not decided yet for Guru. For a unit test, can you suggest something? Mohammed. Yep, thanks. Okay, Mohammed, welcome. Okay, we got this revoke part is done. Right. So here we have done this revoke part done. So go here. So this is my user dot session dot user dot repository dot ts. Refresh session dot repository dot ts. This is my user repository implementation. User repository implementation. Where is it? User repository. Copy this. This is my refresh token implementation. Go here. Copy this. What is missing? What is missing? We have create. We got create, find by ID, update and revoke. So what is missing here? Session repository. Integrate implements interface. Find by token hash is missing type. Find by token hash. Find by ID, find by token hash. Okay. We got this. Find by ID. We have this create. We have this find by ID. We have this find by token hash. Token hash. Find by token hash. Refresh session or null. Refresh session or null. Yes. Then call refresh session. Await. Find unique. Find unique. Okay. To domain. And what is this error? Hold on. Injectable. Inject. Close this. Where is it? Session repository. Yeah. Okay. Now we are again getting this error. User repository. We're not getting this error. Here we're getting this export class refresh session repository, which implements that. Okay. Okay. Macdon, how do I ask people whom I don't know about referrals? Will they ever refer me? Uh, for referral, first you have to talk to them, understand what, you have to talk to them first. You cannot directly ask them for referral. For any SD opening in your company, okay? Guru, Abhi, I am quite new to JSTS. I'm learning from you. I want to see and feel your solution. You can ask GPT. Yeah, sure. First, let's get the API. First, let's build the first level of API. Then we're going to get into the testing part. Okay, भाई AI में क्या learn कर रहे हो? Okay, proof of work matters. Okay, I'm an Indian from IIT and I'm a fresher. Okay, why are we getting this error? Class currently implement interface. I refresh session repository. Property find by token hash is missing in type but required in type. Put this here. Find by ID. Find by. Oh, spelling mistake. We got this. This error has been solved. Okay. Refresh token implementation. Put this here. Okay. Fine. Okay. Injecting directly. But okay. Your interface is also perfectly reasonable. You do not need to change it because the domain entirely has a revoke method. Okay, domain entity. The application I can do refresh and revoke, repository revoke. Okay, so user repository is service get Prisma. I don't want to do this in every line. So this is actually not the good approach. Actually, this suggestion that GPT is giving is incorrect. Okay. Mm, find by email, revoke, revoke part, updated user. Now notice that exists by email. We don't need to retrieve the entire user. Okay, okay, okay. Where is it? Exist by email. Prisma, find unique, select ID true, get value, select ID true, return user is not equal to null. Okay, that is fine. Update we have session repository and implementation becomes this. Okay, okay. This is the wrong approach. By GPT, this is suggestion is wrong. Okay. Okay. Mm, all right. To persistence, refresh session dot create. Okay, then we have here to domain, find token hash, find by user ID, update, and revoke. So for revoke, we have this dot update revoked at. That is fine only. One thing you need to add, export publicly getter. Okay, base service, Prisma client, graph becomes this. To persistence, have the correct spelling to persistence. It's not functionality important. To persistence. Oh, persistence spelling mistake. The issue, the things I do. Okay. So this we have done persistence. Persistence spelling mistake. Persistence. What is the correct spelling of persistence? Let me check. Persistence. It is actually E. So let's do one thing. Persistence. Rename it to persistence. Fine. We have done this. Persistence. Okay. Mappers. User mapper. To persistence. Then refresh session mapper. Where is it? Refresh session mapper to persistence. Then to update persistence. Close this. Refresh and repository. Close this. Close this. Close this. Then here we go. Modules, identity, repository. That is correct. Here we need user repository. Here we're going to get the error persistence. Okay, there we are getting yes. Okay, persistence. Okay, then we have refresh session repository. We go here. Here we have persistence. Then here we have persistence. Okay, fine. This is correct. Okay. All right. Types to type any or type unknown. Ignore what you prefer. I go with type unknown. I don't like any. Okay, so this we have done. implement this format, strike through, format, highlight, remove highlight, and here we're going to implement format, strike through, okay? Then handle not found correctly or throws. We need to decide whether repository method should or throw not or for repository recommend rather than throwing because isn't error repository level correct. This we have done. This we have done. Database Prisma errors. Hold on. We go here. This we have already done. We are not handling it here. Format strike through. Handle Prisma errors. Erasing infrastructure already contains database error and Prisma error translation. We should reuse that. Student fail, okay. Every repository, okay. Where we need to decide where transaction belong. Transaction.ts, okay. So according to this, here we should create a infrastructure database transaction.ts. We have already created that. No issues. Okay. We got this. Transactions. Dependency injection we have done. And container. Okay. This we have to register inside the uh, just a sec. Fine. Okay, dependency injection, transaction, handle Prisma errors, database error, database error.ts. Yeah, we have this. Translate Prisma error. Okay. For I have created this database slash error.ts. Okay. Then for this one, I have created transaction.ts transaction.ts. Okay, we got this. Fine. Okay. Mm, okay. Your transaction was fine. The important part is repository should not do this. Database error.ts. Assignment implementation. That's good. Create a reusable database executor. Why? Execute database operation of repeating error translation every repository. Add database.executor.ts. Translate Prisma error. Then execute database operation. We are creating a method async generic operation promise t try return await operation. Okay, now repository can simply return. This flow becomes one important problem. You have Prisma Wi-Fi database service. Prisma transaction client. Prisma dot transaction client will need Prisma. Okay, so if I go here and see the transaction in this Prisma, we have this promise Prisma dot transaction. Hence, what we are doing is this dot Prisma. Hold on, Prisma we are getting. Okay, tx promise this dot Prisma. Prisma. Okay. So relevant cloud database service, infrastructure, get Prisma with transaction. With transaction, we are creating this. I don't need this. This is not what we need. Fine. How river should look. Easy database operation. Execute. Okay. अंशु भैया भैया चाय को जावा से 51 वीडियोस कितना परसेंट ऑलमोस्ट कवर कैन यू टेल मी try to cover everything. That is, that if you can complete that, you will be sorted with JavaScript. Try to complete each and everything. I'm not liking this approach. Leave this. I don't like. I'll remove this. Let's just transaction.ts. Let's keep it this much for this one, and this one also keep it this much. Okay, now the question is dependency injection. Implement this. Give me the code. Fine. Just for fun, take 10 seconds, search for who is Agile Guru on your browser and show it to others. Sure, Guru, just give me few seconds. Token idea. This we have to do. T-syringe. This we have to do. Infrastructure, container, tokens. Close this, 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 SRC, infrastructure, database, okay, modules, identity, we have this, identity, container, say infrastructure, container, modules, and here we need container tokens, not this one, identity.ts, infrastructure, register identity, we have this register singleton. Okay, what we can do is inside go to backend, open my terminal, and if I go to development, EZA terminal. Okay, okay, fine. Hey man, did you review my Zekoi project, man? Which one, Lucifer? Can you remind me? भाई ये bot ने kick कर दिया बेफालतू में. कौन से bot ने? Is there a place where I can see about a startup? Just curious. You can watch my latest video. There I updated my startup idea that what I'm working on right now. Okay. Abhishek, you should listen to your seniors. Okay. Hey man, do you review my Zekoi? Can you just drop a like which one? Can you remind me? Notes. Yeah, this command. Copy this. Go here. CLS. Put this here. Get it from here. Down. Okay. This is my project structure. Okay. I got this. डिस्कॉर्ड बॉट में बस बोल रहा है आपके जैसा प्रोजेक्ट बनाने. अच्छा, I'll check it out. Okay, Ujwal. For learning advanced backend, do I need to do hardcore DSL like tree graphs? No, you can, like for advanced backend, you don't need this much. Okay, I have three separate layers. Persistence, infrastructure. Where is it? Where the container. Mm-hmm. Okay, create identity repository tokens. Inf identity modules. Close this. Close this. Identity modules. Hold on. SRC modules. Identity. Infrastructure. Then we have persistence. Rename it. Persistence. What is the issue with this? What the hell is wrong with naming this folder like that? I mean, seriously. Persistence. Error naming. Why? What is this issue? What the f? Go here, go to back. Burn, learning, advanced backend. Close this now. I'll go to food delivery, backend, SRC, modules, identity, infrastructure. Rename this. I'll rename this. Rename this to persistence. Okay, I renamed it. Now go here. Out of this, okay. Now again, I'll open this from Z. Okay. What's the roadmap to learn system design? Uh, First, you need to understand one backend. You need to understand the basics of backend first. Then you need to understand what is the issue. Persistence. Rename it to persistence. Yes, persistence. Persistence. Hold on. We go here. Persistence. Then inside persistence, we need tokens. Inside persistence, I need a new folder as tokens. Then tokens identity.token.ts. Identity dot identity dot token.ts. Tokens.ts. Okay. This we have any tokens, user repository symbol, person tokens, index.ts. Then here I also need an index.ts. Okay. The infrastructure container module identity.ts. Correct. Then you have to register this. Makes sense. Makes sense. Register user repository refresh. Okay, this makes sense. Correct. No issues. To understand this one, if we go to the infrastructure layer, infrastructure part, Vinayak. Hello, Vinayak. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Abhishek Bhaiya. Your one-on-one session was amazing and helped me out. Oh, welcome, welcome, Vinayak. Thanks a lot for such kind words. Thanks a lot, Vinayak. Okay. Mm, okay. Fine. We have this, and if we go here, infrastructure, and if we go inside the container, tokens, and infrastructure token, we see the symbol. Same thing we have to, like, we have to implement this according to here, identity token, right? Export const infrastructure token, export const identity token. we are creating this object, right? We are creating this object. Okay. Mm, all right. What else is going on? दीक्षांत, व्हाट्स अप दीक्षांत? प्रोडक्ट बेस्ड कंपनी में इंटर्न करना इम्पैक्ट डालता है नेक्स्ट फुल टाइम में या इंटरव्यू में? हाँ, इम्पैक्ट तो अगर इफ यू आर डूइंग एन इंटर्नशिप फ्रॉम अ गुड प्रोडक्ट बेस्ड कंपनी इट हेल्प्स अ लॉट. Ujjwal, how much lead code you practice before jumping into projects? When I was preparing for jobs, I only did 40 questions. That also from Geek for Geeks, not from lead code. Okay. Mm, we have this identity token. We have this identity token. User repository symbol, identity refresh, user repository as const. All right. We have this. So here we need user repository. Here we're going to use the symbol and here we're going to call infrastructure identity token identity dot user repository. Then after user repository we have refresh session repository. Here we have symbol. Okay, there should be a comma here, and here we have symbol identity dot refresh session repository. All right, we have this, and here it should be as const. Okay, we have this identity token. Now we are going to export it. Export star from dot slash identity token dot js. Yes, we have this, and now this one we need. This is done. Container module. Okay, now here if I go modules, close this, src infrastructure container modules identity.ts. Here we have to register this. Register the identity. Okay, register the identity and use class. Okay, then there's identity global registration container registration.ts. All right, registration.ts. Correct. Close this. Here we have this. All right, this makes sense. Register identity. Okay, identity.ts. So here I need import container from container from t-syringe. Okay, which I tagged in Discord channel of yours. Okay, sure, Lucifer, I'll check it. Just in few minutes I'll check it out. बढ़िया भाई. देखा था उसका कुछ. What? क्या? नहीं, मैंने नहीं देखा अभी तक. ये शांत. दीपक, हेलो अभिषेक भाई, व्हाट्सअप. हेलो दीपक, वेलकम बैक टू द स्ट्रीम. हाउ आर यू? Anjita, he's a junior level when using AI, but fresher level without it. Who? Okay, which architecture you're currently using, Abhishek bhai? We are using modular monolith right now, Deepak. We have this import container from t-syringe. Okay, we got this. Import register identity. We have this. Right. Okay. So here we need container dot register, and here we're going to use this identity token. Copy this, paste it here, identity token, and it should be from index tokens slash index. Yes, and here we are using register identity tokens, put an S. Okay, identity, put an S, tokens dot user repository, and here we'll have a use class. Put this use class. We need here user repository, and this is coming from persistence user repository person Prisma. Yes, yes, yes. This is correct. Okay. Okay. Grey Hat Hacker, feeling low? How do I cheer up? Grey Hat Hacker, why are you feeling low? Like, can you tell me? Like, so what is bothering you? Okay, Guru, wow, finally complete the end-to-end cargo pipeline to perform unit integration test, then deploy, then perform. That's nice, Guru. Nice. Container this. Also, after this, we are going to get dot container dot register identity tokens dot refresh session repository, and here we have use class refresh uh, session repository infra personal prisma. Yeah, correct. This is fine. We have this, and this register identity we are using it here. Correct? Okay, this makes sense. Then we are doing it inside here. Identity, okay. Function is named different. Keep the existing name. Okay, fine. I should use tokens. And your current Prisma client. Earlier, Prisma, your company bypass database is like recommend changing it now. I don't want to change it because if you notice carefully, this database service was responsible for database lifecycle. That's it. Okay. All right. CI cargo. 3 days of non-stop working. Damn, Guru. Nice. Motivator, the Divines. Welcome to stream. Hello, Abhishek bhai. Can you tell me about yourself? I'm new here. Welcome to stream Motivator the Divines. My name is Abhishek Sharma, and I'm trying to learn advanced backend and system design. And why I'm doing this? Because my end goal is to build my own startup. And right now, during my daytime, I'm working on building a SaaS. And during my nighttime, I try to learn different things that helps me to build my startup. So right now, I'm trying to build advanced backend and system design concepts. Okay. Grey Attacker friends and their shitty rumors about me dating my bud. Don't give a shit about it, Grey Hacker. Ignore it. Guru. Thank you, Abhishek, by watching a live and also coding side by side. I hit two birds with one stone. Nice, Guru. Nice. Okay. ये mic online available है क्या? Yes, this mic is available online. I got it online only. The name of the mic is Razer Black Shark V2X. We got this here. I will not be making this change. Remove this. Cannot access it. Uh-huh. Close this. You currently have repository. and the interface. Okay. Uh, which also correct. Architecture is correct. One thing I would change in a folder I currently have, personal Prisma, fixed typo. Yeah, I fixed it. Yes. Events, Prisma Mapper, this we have done. And domain repository index, yes, we have done this. One more, currently directly imports. That's okay for infrastructure level transaction utility, but don't make application services call this blindly. Later, when registration needs, create user email application will establish the transaction boundary. Okay, that's the point. We'll define the okay, fine. Target is this. After it's ready for repository tests, we should next step before moving to identity application use case layer. Okay, so if we go here, we have done this dependency injection. We have done format strike through. Now, if we go in repository text, this phase must include repository test, which create integration identity. This should test against a real repository database, not mocks. Since your roadmap only includes test containers, test cases. Fine. Reference session repository test. Data test database isolation. Layer folder identity. Domain entities. Value objects. Okay. Implementation order. Fine. Okay. आता हूँ अगेन आपकी स्ट्रीम टाइम फिक्स्ड. हाँ, my stream time is fixed. Motivator. Don't you feel uncomfortable using headset all the time? Actually, no, because these cushions are quite soft, and also I'm used to it now. I'm talking about the small product-based company. Okay, I have to check it out, Dikshant. Okay, we have this station order. Okay, DI Prisma Radio integration test environment. Okay, so Guru, you were talking about testing. So next is to implement testing only. So for testing, I think I will be creating a new endpoint. Okay. For this, let's start with this. Phase 1.3. Right now I am in phase 1.3. Identity module. Phase 1.3 identity module. Then here we have identity module, identity domain, database design, repository layer. Right now I am in, okay, and for this one 1.3.3 we have this, okay. Okay, now I have completed copy this, repository boundaries, copy this we have done, format strike through, I have done repeat from here, role repository, define interface, define a session repository, mapping, user mapper, refresh user mapper, implementation user repository, implement refresh session repository, and found, okay, prism errors, transactions, dependency injection, okay. This is my project structure. My project structure, where is it? This is my project structure, CLS. Run this again, we'll get the updated project structure. Copy it from here, go down. Okay, copy this. MacDon, bye guys, bye MacDon. Does cybersecurity with AI roles like AI security engineer have a bright future? Yes, it has a bright future. Okay, okay, we got this, and this is my project structure. Okay, this is my package dot JSON. This is my package dot JSON. My package dot JSON, where is it? Package dot JSON. Now we will implement 1.3 repository, 1.4, 5, 6. Okay, test. Okay, I will start with repository tests. Okay, we'll go here. Okay, there we go. Okay, yes, we should implement, but there is one constraint. Your test files must test actual repository implementation. Okay, not mock Prisma calls. Your actual actor should look. Okay, what I recommend in a test runner. You currently don't have Jest or VTest installed. We use Node.js built-in test runner with TSX. That means we don't need to introduce another dependency mainly to test repository. Your script can become scripts, test, test integration, test structure. Okay, so here you can see that we have a test endpoint here, right? We have this, close this, close this, close this, close this, close this, close this. Okay, close this. We have the test. We have this test structure, test database, test lifecycle, user report test. Okay, fine. Our testing rule important. Before a structure tells me you currently have this, but I don't have the yet constructor property methods instead of those classes. For example, I don't want to invent another. Okay, so give me these files. Okay, also current Prisma schema or Prisma. Fine. All right. So for this one, user entity. Close this src. It needs the user entities. Src modules identity domain entities user.entity user.entity.ts. Okay, this is the user.entity. Then this is the refresh session.entity.ts. Okay, we got this entity.ts user entity. We got this. We got entity here. Then we need the email VO and password hash VO. Okay, so this is my value object email VO. This is my email dot vo dot ts email VO. Then this is my password hash VO. This is my password hash dot vo dot ts. We got this password hash. Then we got refresh token dot vo dot ts. We got this. Then we have user repository. Close this. User repository, infrastructure persistence, Prisma user repository. This is my user dot repository dot ts user repository. Then this is my refresh session repository, refresh refresh session dot repository dot ts. Okay, we got this. Then after that, what we need, and this is my schema dot prisma, my schema dot prisma. This is my schema dot prisma. Okay, we got this. Fine. All right. Okay, you separate user is okay. This is my refresh session dot entity dot ts, refresh session dot ts. Okay, fine. GB. Okay. All right. Uh-huh. Keep a current repository constructor unchanged. For this step, we can refactor the direct Prismatic dependency to database service as separate architecture cleanup rather than mixing two changes in the testing phase. The fixture will add. Okay, test database configuration. Create a dedicated database. Okay, we have to create a dedicated database for testing. Okay, flu for test database dot ts. Okay, adapter connect to it. Okay, we have this. Then make sure the test database has a schema. Before running tests, apply existing Prisma migrate to the database, run Prisma migrate deploy. But because Prisma needs to know what we're targeting, use database. Okay, user fixture. I have a user fixture.ts. Okay, then we have refresh session fixture. All right, user repository integration test. Okay, describe. Okay, await repository fixture we are getting. Hold on, we're getting the fixture here. User repository. Okay, the testing part. Okay, fine. There's one thing I clean up in the test. Don't dynamically import role inside the test. Use a normal import. So the file import section should be actually okay, fine. Then okay, test. Okay, we have this package.json. We have to create a test script. Change it to tsx test. Okay, I in a test integration during this phase. Test integration. Okay, one issue with the current Prisma setup, your Prisma data source, and using Prisma Sign configuration approach through. However, your test database setup needs to make sure migration applied. So before in the test we need, okay, don't use migrate dev for every test run. Your test, okay, fine. When you jumped into tech 2020? Actually, I started coding when I was 16 or 17 years old, back in 2017, I think, when I was 17 years old. TS. Okay, one thing, run these tests. If anything fails, don't move forward yet. The most likely issue will be, okay, hold on. See here, I think there is one small issue. If we go here, domain events, close this, persistence, Prisma. Here, I think we should create, instead of Prisma client, we should create database service only. But then we are going to get the client in each and every run. Hold on. Thanks for your answer. Thank you, Motivator the Divines. Keep grinding, sir. I'll back. Adios. Sure, Motivator the Divines. Thanks for joining the stream. Okay, but here I think we need to put the database service. I think that will be a better approach. Database service. But initially we decided that database service should be responsible for database, like it should be responsible for database lifecycle, right? But here if we implement this, okay, let me see. But database service should be responsible only for the database lifecycle, right? Not for domain entities. Okay, well, I should look like this. Uh-huh. Prisma client. Yes. Okay. Then user repository. Okay. Okay. Should be unaware of Prisma. A domain entity remains completely unaware of Prisma. I think you meant database should be Prisma for database lifecycle, right? Yes. This is my database service. Infrastructure, database service. Yes, your database is mostly aligned with the responsibility you described, but I would make a few changes. The bigger issue that you're currently injecting logger and then overwriting logger factory. Okay. Logger, logger factory. That's okay. Connect. Okay. Logger info. Okay. Disconnect. Health check. Okay. It's not inherently wrong, but it means database server becomes a gateway to Prisma. Your repository already received Prisma client directly. So you don't need get client anywhere. I therefore remove get client unless I have a reason for it. Graph becomes cleaner. Prisma client, database service, repository. The database service is concerned with managing the database connection. The repository are concerned with the using the database to possess domain objects. One more thing, query. Okay. So should I use database service in the repository and get the client with get client method, or should I use Prisma client as I am currently doing. Okay. Okay. Abhigde. Good work. Keep it on. Thank you, Abhigde. Welcome to the stream. Okay. Just a sec, guys. Hold on. Omar. Hello, Omar. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Okay, Abhi, task for some other time. Install GitHub CLI. It helps you with Git operation as well. Okay, I'll install it, Guru. Okay, we go here. In the database service every repository, just to call this recommended Prisma client. Okay. Okay, so we are going to do that only. Okay. So now give me the full implementation plan for this repository test. I make a proper report integration test phases not okay. Test. I will test. Okay. Testing architecture. Test integration. Helpers. Factories. Eventually, you can expand this to. I don't overbuild testing framework right now. Choose wheat for type ECM project. I use wheat test. So the wheat test. Then here we have test wheat test. Wheat test run. Okay. Later on, you can add. Fine. Real Postgres database. Okay, stage A immediately. Use a dedicated Postgres test database. Later move to test containers. Fine. Here treasure configuration. Database URL. Uh-huh. Okay. Prisma test client. Life cycle. Okay. So user report test. Fine. We are going to do with this. Test status update. Okay. Report test suite. Okay. Or first need a user. Okay. Find is by test. Revoke. Okay. Don't use DB push for long-term test architecture. Okay, so this is going to be the okay. So if we go here, we are going to create the structure first. Okay. 1.3.3.14 architecture. Create here phase 1.3.3.14 repository test. Okay. And here we are going to have this entire thing. So give me the implementation steps and phase that I can follow. What are you making? Can you brief? Hello, Vic Codes. Welcome to stream. I'm trying to build the backend of a food delivery application. Right now, we are working with modular monolith structure. Later on, we are going to implement EDA, event-driven architecture, and then we are going to implement microservices as well. Right now, I'm trying to test the repository test cases. I'm trying to create a test environment for repository. Okay, excellent. How do you keep track of all the nodes within ChartGPT memory as a big project of your entire progress? Actually, I use Obsidian. For Obsidian, I create this kind of nodes. This entire nodes are linked to each other. That's what I do. 1 repository rest. Okay. Goal phase 1, define the test boundary. Okay. Here integrating test structure. Okay, so yeah, this is the better approach. Test runner, we test. Okay. I get test database. All right. User repository test access by email. A dependency. Okay, if I cannot create. All right, so we have this thing at test containers, test helpers, integration, test container lifecycle. Okay, testing boundary, test infrastructure, was equal, user repository test, refresh. Correct, correct, correct. Copy this, and this is going to be my implementation plan. Okay, we're going to follow this, and here I can start with chat link. This is my chat link for testing. Okay, and here I can put this 3-point repository layer. 3.3, this repository layer, and here in the testing phase, user mapper, testing phase, where is it? Dependency injection. Hello Pixel, welcome to the stream. Can you please explain how to generate such graph within Obsidian? Once you link, I'll show you. Once you link nodes, like for example, in this node, I'm going to link my phase 1.3.3.14. Now when I link this, then in here in the top left, you will find this graph view. If you click on this, a new link will be created. Right, so you can do this using that one. 1.3.3. Okay, fine. 3.3. We got this here. Okay, so we have got the implementation phases, correct? User implement user repository. Okay, so here we are going to say that we are currently in this repository test format. Highlight. This is done. So this I can close. This I can close. Close this. GPT. Go here. Backend evolution. 170B. Just a sec. Yeah, 170B. We have this 170B here. And if I go here, close this, minimize this, 170B, right? From your view, do you agree that TSA testing is far harder than Spring Boot? Yeah, yeah. See, for Spring Boot testing is quite easy. JSTS testing is quite difficult. I would agree with that. Pixel, what is the name of the application that you is using all this for chat link? What is the application used for? The name of the application is Obsidian. Obsidian is a application that helps you manage all the nodes and link each other nodes. So this is very good. You can follow that. Where is it? Interface, user mapper, repository. We have this. Handle prism errors, transaction dependency injection. Yeah. And here if I go, we have this 170B. Okay, that was 170B only. Where is it? 170B, correct? Okay. Yeah, this is fine. 170B, this is correct. Can close this. And now I can push this code in the GitHub. Close this, close this, close this, close this, close this, close this, close this. Git status, git add, git status, git branch git commit user repository and refresh session repository created. Fine. Git commit, then git push to from origin development. Okay. Now the code is getting pushed. Exit. And guys, today's code I have pushed in the GitHub. If you go to my GitHub repository here, okay. I'm currently learning TypeScript and it is kind of fun. Okay, nice. If you like Mockin and TS, Mockito is a good option. TS Mockito. Okay, I'll check it out. So here you can see in the repository section, we'll find this code here in the food delivery application. We'll find the code here. Complete share in the development branch. You will find the code. SRC module persistence Prisma user repository. We have this, and here we have tokens. Identity token. Fine. We have this. Correct. And in this infrastructure container registration, we have this, and here we have module, and here we have identity, and here we are registering it. Correct. So code has been pushed. You can check out the code in my GitHub. In this repository you will find the code here, code there. So I can close this, close this, close this, and close this as well. Now let me check what's happening in GitHub. Okay. My Discord and Twitter. Let me check it out. Okay. We have this, close this, and here if I go general, where is it? Resources. Okay. We have this. We have, okay, just a sec. New one read automated logs. What the, why this guy got banned? Actions? How? How can I bring him back? Just a sec, I'll bring this guy back. I ran your code with Sonar and found 9 bugs. What are the, can you send me the bug report in Discord? We have that. Where is it? Okay, Discord. Hold on, guys. I'll go to Discord. Go to Discord and go to the logs, actions. What the hell? Why did that happen? Settings. Hold on. If I go to Discord, where is it? Server settings. Why was this guy banned? Like, seriously, what is wrong? It to the Discord? Nah, legend hai bhai. Bans. Where's that guy? Auto mod. Oh, this is the reason. Okay. Remove this. Save changes. Save changes. This has been removed. Okay. Then how can I bring that guy back? I mean, seriously, server settings. Where is ban? I seriously need to get a Discord manager now. I need to get a Discord manager. It is getting out of hand now. Hold on. Mm, okay. Okay. Bro, what are the use of this Obsidian Grid? Obsidian is basically used to manage your notes. I haven't really been understanding all you have been doing. Can you explain things for me, or do you have a video on this project? Basically, if you want to understand what we are doing, we are trying to build the backend of a food delivery application. And to build that application, we are following modular monolith structure, and later on we're going to implement event driven architecture. Discord. I mean, seriously, man, it is boiling my blood. Basttt. How can I handle this? Apps, Sapphire. Oh, server settings, member role, member, access bans. Where is it? Anyone from B, E, search. Yeah, this guy. Revoke ban. Yeah, now we can join again. Now we can join the server again. This one. I can view full profile. Message. Okay. Add friend. Copy this. Send this. Send a friend request first and start conversation once. Okay, fine. No issues. This is done. Okay. Resource has the reports. Okay, resources. Just a sec. Thank you, Guru. Thanks a lot, man. Go here. Now Discord is taking time to load. It's like a spiral. It's like a spiral. Okay. Raja. Hello, Raja. Welcome to the stream. Connection problem. What the? Relax. Raja. Hey, I've done like develop simple projects on front end. My doubt is without front end, how are you working on back end? Just tell me, educate me. What am I getting wrong? Without front end, we are building APIs and we are testing APIs using Postman. That's what we are doing. Okay. New mention resources. Okay. Thank you, Guru. Issues list. If we go here, of course, go to downloads. Let me first check if everything is fine or not. Okay, everything seems fine. Let me see. Okay. Remove unused imports. Okay, unused imports. Unused imports, obviously we can remove it. Okay, then we have extract the nearest entity operation into independent statement. Okay, prefer node HTTP over HTTP. Uh-huh. Update the function so the implementation not identical to the same on line 8. Uh-huh. Handle this exception or don't catch it at all. Non-promise, not tenable. Okay. Raja, well, makes sense. Okay. Hello, Zephy. Welcome to the stream. How are you? Zephy Labs, what's up? The member has read only. Okay. Default parameter should be last. Default. Okay. Remove the useless assignment to variable message. Extra assignment. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Remove the useless assignment. Okay. What else? Hold on. Issues. Food delivery application. Sonar Cube. Nice. There we go. And we downloaded the issue 2. Now if I go and see the issue PDF, go here, issues. Okay, this we have done. This we saw right now. And issue 2. Okay, makes sense. Understood. Okay. Thank you, Guru. Thanks a lot. We can remove the unused imports and default parameter like default imports, default parameter should be at the end. That makes sense. Thanks a lot, Guru. Thanks a lot. It's just a new way of writing inbuilt lib. Yeah, Krish. We can directly, we could have written direct HTTP only. Okay. And one guy asked me to review his project, right? Where is that project? Where is that project? Resources. Where is it? I'm not able to find that. Okay. Close this. How these issue reports are generated? It is generated by Sonar Cube. Sonar Cube is basically used to, it Sonar Cube, it goes through your application code. Then it tries to find bugs in your code. Python when it comes to ML and AI, Python when it comes to games and mobile app. Okay, just one like bro, don't give up. Okay, fine. Will die in 5 to 10 years. Unable over 25. Okay. Yes, but okay, made by aliens. Alright, alright everyone. I'll wrap up now. And thanks for joining the stream. And if you enjoyed the stream, do consider subscribing to the channel and drop a like. I'll see you in the next stream. Until then, take care of yourself. Bye.